Hey there, welcome back. Melissa Harrison with Melissa Harrison Coaching. Today we're going to chat about how to launch your success into overdrive by going on autopilot. But before we talk about that, I want to remind you of the many ways that we can work together. I have one-on-one coaching, different packages and options within them. I have online courses, laser clarity sessions, group coaching, monthly mastermind, and of course, the Fierce Sisterhood, my free Facebook group. Please pop in there, see if it's for you. Amazing group of women. I think you're gonna love them. All right, so let's talk about this going on autopilot thing. Now, I get it. As an ambitious woman, you're probably saying, Melissa, you're out of your freaking mind. I need to be deliberate and purposeful. I need to be on it all the time. I get that. The way that you can truly tap into the power of that, though, is by going on autopilot. Now, here's what I mean. I want you to be so purposeful and so deliberate that it just is second nature. It's a constant flow state. It is just who you are, and it's so natural that it seems effortless. But I want this for you in a way that gives you success you haven't had yet. And that can feel like drudgery a little bit. That can feel like going uphill a lot when you're implementing new habits if you're not doing it in a certain way. I have the way for you. So first, I want you to take a look at your life completely objectively, almost as if you're a stranger looking from the outside in. I want you to do this because you need to detach yourself from the emotional component of your life. So you're the one who gives meaning to everything. I know you know this, right? Like nothing has any inherent meaning. It's all the meaning that we give to it. So anything in your life that's emotionally charged, it's because you've assigned a certain meaning to it. And that emotional charge is what's keeping it stuck to you. Now, maybe it's a good thing and keeping it stuck to you is where you want it. Maybe it's not though. And in order to break that, a really great way to start is by looking at your life objectively. I want you to pretend you're describing a stranger's life, okay? So no emotionally, and yes, you're gonna write this down, no emotionally charged words, no extra meaning when you're writing it down, just bare bones, simple, objective, no emotion, okay? The next thing I want you to do is to think about each area of your life, and I want you to pretend that I'm standing over you with a magic wand, and I'm saying, whatever it is that you want, whatever the ideal is that you would like, I'm gonna wave my fancy magic wand, and you get it, and you get it now. What would it look like? And more importantly, what would it feel like? I want you to suspend all judgment, suspend all thinking that, oh, that's not rational, it's not logical, like that's boring, we don't want that. I want you to truly, even just for a hot second, imagine that I have this magic wand and that I can grant you whatever it is that your ideal would be, okay? So go with that, write it all out. Pay attention again, not just to what it looks like, but to what it feels like. Then I want you to write out for each of those parts of your life what you would be thinking if you were living that situation already. So let's say that one of your goals is to start your own business or to start a second business. Then something you'd be thinking when that's successful is, for example, I love how amazingly successful all of my businesses are and how much I enjoy getting up every day to run them, okay? For every part of your life where you've created this ideal, I want you to imagine what you'd be thinking when you're living it. And I want you to write those things down. I call these faith statements, and I'm gonna do another video pretty soon about how to actually construct them purposefully and in a way that's super powerful and serves you. But for now, I want you to understand that it needs to be, for the most part, in the present tense. And it needs to be not just what you would be thinking when you're living it, but also kicking it up a notch, okay? So you could say something like, thank you that I love running my businesses and that they're successful. Sometimes that's a good segue. I find the most powerful ones are when you say, I love that I get to wake up each day with purpose and run these successful businesses, and it's so much fun. You feel the energy in that? Like that's charged. That's a good charge. That's gonna keep it attached to you. I want you to read these statements every freaking day. Every day, every morning. Every morning, you're gonna read these to yourself. You're retraining your brain. You are setting up the habits to go on autopilot, because when you get this in your mind constantly, you're going to start to have inspiration you didn't even know was possible. You're going to start to have these ideas about inspired action that you can take that would never have dawned on you otherwise, because most of the time, our logical, rational, reasoning mind is stuck in the, yeah, but how? Yeah, but I don't think it can. Yeah, but how, right? When you start reading these statements over and over again, because remember, your mind doesn't know the difference between something that's happening right now, something that happened in the past, or something that's happening in the future. Your mind can't tell the difference. So what you feed to it, it's going to believe. And you're going to start to have opportunities open to you, ideas come to you that are just phenomenal, that you would not have thought of otherwise. You have to take action on these ideas, however you can in the moment. It's not going to maybe look the way you think it should look. That's how you know you're on the right track. You're going to think, I can't play this full out. That's how you know you're on the right track. You're not supposed to play it full out yet. You're supposed to take the baby steps. But that is the disciplined action that's going to keep you on autopilot. And you're going to feel so invigorated by reading these statements over and over again that it's going to feel like flow. I hope this is helpful. Leave a comment. Let me know how it's working for you. Please try this. I promise it's so powerful. And definitely come join us in the Fierce Sisterhood.